I had this in my mind for some time now, and I feel like I should probably talk about it now. The new CBA rule that was officially announced, or it was announced last season. It's the one that prevents players from load managing. And on paper, this idea sounds really, really good. And now we're halfway into the season, and you're really starting to see the negative effects from it. The 76ers played the Warriors the other day, and it was actually a good game, but you could just tell that Joel Embiid was not feeling himself, bro. He was not 100%. You could tell he was just playing through an injury. And the thing is, without this rule, he would have definitely missed this game, 100%, which is okay. Now, before that day, if Joel Embiid would have missed 6 more games, he would have not been eligible to win any MVP awards or All-NBA awards. And of course, the majority gonna say,
just play.
that's your bitch. I don't know who needs to hear this, but load management is a real thing. I know the Clippers, let's use the Clippers as an example. Y'all really think Kawhi Leonard, 2-time Finals MVP, what is he, like 3-time DPOY or some shit like that? You really think he's missing games on purpose? On purpose, really? Really. Paul George, the dude had the most disgusting injuries ever, and he came back in the same year? Y'all think he would purposely miss games? And on the other hand, I really do understand the frustration, because you have these max players of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard who have these max contracts, and they're not playing. From that standpoint, I can understand it. Of course, you want your best players to play, but this rule is not benefiting at all. It's not even benefiting the players or the fans. Look, imagine this scenario, right? You got your favorite player putting up MJ numbers, averaging 35, 11, and 6. In one specific game, when he dropped 40 or some shit and a win, he felt like some little pain in his knee. So now, the obvious choice would have been, okay, I can still feel this pain in my knee on the next day, so I should probably just miss this game. No. Because the new rule says we can't do that. And in that way, you're really risking your future with that player. And by the way, if you didn't know, that actually affects their contracts. And I know they're millionaires, they don't even need more money, but still, I will never hate on somebody getting more money, especially if they deserve it, if they put in the work. But the truth is, nobody knows their bodies more than yourself. And the truth is, players know their body more than you do. Like, you know yourself more than anybody else. So how are you going to tell somebody else how to play through an injury? We can only assume how it is out there. I mean, that's for regular people with a job too. Come on, bro. And when you're in the office or like any other regular job, you're experiencing some type of issue in your knee or something like that. And I know you can't take any days off, but sometimes you're still taking like these sick days. You can be like, yeah, boss, I can't come into work today. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't, which is fine. It's okay. But I know you're looking at that paycheck, like, bro, they're getting millions, so they should play through it. And that part I just don't understand. They are still human as well. You have to get that through your mind. It don't matter how much money they could make. They could make $1 billion. I guess, okay, if it was $1 billion, they'd probably play through that injury. I don't attach money to just being a decent human. Like, bro, if I see somebody in pain, like Joel Embiid was, it don't even matter how much money you make. I just want to see you be okay again. I'm not even a Joel Embiid fan. I hate watching Joel Embiid, if I'm being honest. I just can't stand that type of play. But I respect what he does because I can see he puts in the work and all this other stuff. So my point right now is, first of all, think of them as humans. Did y'all not listen to Allen Iverson?
I can't win them all. I'm human. I'm just like y'all, man.
Because now because of this rule, we're getting more games like the one we had with the Warriors, where Joel Embiid played through this injury and ended up re-aggravating his injury. So now he's missing even more games, where instead, let's say he would have missed that Warriors game, and now he's playing, the Sixers are playing the Jazz today. And I looked it up, and he's not playing today. So now he's missed 2 games for the price of 1. And instead, if this rule wasn't a thing, he would have probably maybe just missed 1 game or maybe 2 games. But now he could maybe potentially miss 3 games, 4 games. And if he misses 4 more games or 5, he is done. No more MVP awards, no All-NBA awards. Let's hope Joel Embiid doesn't have a major injury. I really don't want that to happen, because that's just dumb. Talking about the MVP race is so much fun because you have these 5 players that could, on any night, be the MVP. You're talking about Luka Doncic, Shea, should put in Jason Tatum. Why not? Jokic, Embiid, and Giannis. Did I just say 6? But now you're going to measure them like, oh, he didn't play this many amount of games. But what if he played 64 games? You're not going to give him that stupid award? I would like for y'all to listen to that Draymond podcast, especially when he talks about it. He said that if you don't think a player has played enough games, then just don't vote for him. That's exactly how I feel. Why do we have to make players go through so much pain and potentially ruin their career like this? Like, what do you mean? I don't know. I just think this rule shouldn't exist, or maybe it should have been tweaked better. Because let's be honest, the pacing and everything in today's era is just different. You have to run so much more. There was no chasing Steph Curry back in the 90s or 80s, something like that. And I'm not saying that they weren't playing hard or some shit like that. I know you're going to have that argument of, oh, MJ only missed like 6 games in 7 years. But did you know that this clip exists? So you've seen the clip, right? This happened in March 1995. I'm so glad he didn't get injured that game. He would be out for at least a month. At least. That's like a career-ending injury. And yeah, we got a lot of people who like to load manage. I don't know what like about Zion and just Ben Simmons. I can't speak on that injury, but it looks kind of crazy when Ben Simmons just came back and now all of a sudden his knee is just hurting and now he's low managing, right? That is also a different situation. I don't know, bro. Like how do you implement a rule that's going to benefit the game? Because this is not benefiting nobody. Nobody's getting any benefits from this. The viewers ain't, because you're looking at your favorite player putting up these garbage ass numbers because they're trying to play through pain. The players are struggling. Oh, you can say, oh, we had a Nikola Jokic against Joel Embiid type of matchup. Great. Well, Nikola Jokic, his arm is hurting and he's not going to put up as many shots. Joel Embiid, he can barely walk. He's not getting to the free throw line as much. He's not really showing his physicality on the court. So, oh, we have a great matchup. We're both scored like, what, 15 points on terrible shooting? Is that what you want? People just perceive these players. Damn, that alliteration was not on purpose, I found. But the way you just think about players in general is just kind of weird to me. Like, these are just these superhumans. Like, bro, they're athletes and they're just humans. Realize that, yeah, they're making millions, okay? Cool. Who cares? Who cares? They're still eating the same food. They go to bed the same time as you. Shit, they got a better routine than you. That's all they have. They got a better routine than you and they might be taller and stronger. That's it. That is it. If you had a better routine, you could have probably been in the NBA. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. I don't know. That's all I got to say. And don't forget, it's Clippers in 5.